this video we're going to do a temporary fix on this drum paddle lifter. So this particular one is a 10 hole and the machine is a Hotpoint, and that normally sits in there. But the lugs that actually hold that in position have all broken off apart from one. Now we can get one of these quite easily. They started about £5 and go up to like £10 online, but we can't get one for a few days. Unfortunately, we need the washing machine to do the kids' uniforms for school, so we're going to try and do a temporary fix to hold that back in there. Otherwise, the sharp bits there on the drum are going to damage the claws, which we don't want. So I'm going to use these extra large cable ties that I've got, and these are incredibly useful. I always keep a couple of packs of these in the garage because they are just so useful. So I'm going to take the paddle to begin with. I'm going to push the cable tie through, and I'm going to do that with all three of them, ensuring they're all the correct way around. So I've now got all three of them in the paddle lifter. So now I'm going to take this end and I'm going to bend it severely back on itself like so. And then I should be able to push that through the hole in the drum and feed it through both holes. See that we've almost got it through there. There we go. So I can pull that through. So now the second one, I'm going to put two bends in that. And I'm going to feed that through the next slot. That's the second one through. And then finally the third one. So we can now feed all the cable ties through this side of the drum lifter, the drum paddle lifter, whatever it's called. We'll then feed all the cable ties through and we can start to pull those tight. So now I'm going to keep it pressed down and I'm going to tighten the first cable tie in the middle. And I'm going to try and get it so that that part is actually out of the way. So as you can see, that is now fixed firmly in place, and with a bit of luck that will enable us to do a single wash. And like I said, we have ordered a new one of these which will be here in a couple of days. This is the first time that I've ever known one of these to come off, so it is very unusual. So I'm now going to trim those off using a pair of side cutters. And the problem is with side cutters is when you do this, it leaves a sharp edge on the nylon part that you've just cut. We now just need to take a small file and we'll just give those a file, and that'll stop any sharp edges from catching on the claws. I'm just going to move the camera out of the way whilst I do this because it's very difficult with the camera in the way. And as you can see, that is completely smooth now. So hopefully that will work. That should be a temporary fix until the new part arrives.